It was the 5th of April, 1453. A young Sultan Mehmed II, just 21 years old, stood before the mighty Theodosian Walls of Constantinople. For Mehmed, this was more than just another conquest. It was his moment to prove himself as a leader and secure his legacy. He led an imposing force of 80,000 Ottoman soldiers, accompanied by a naval fleet of 110 ships, all prepared to bring the ancient Byzantine city to its knees. Mehmed's army was a force to be reckoned with. Among their assets were 70 massive bombards, a revolutionary artillery designed specifically to break through Constantinople's seemingly impenetrable defenses. On the sea, his fleet aimed to block supplies and reinforcements from reaching the city's harbors, ensuring the Byzantines were cut off from the outside world. Inside the city, Emperor Constantine Palaiologos prepared his defense with the resources he had. His forces were limited: 5,000 Byzantine soldiers, 1,000 Italian mercenaries, and a few hundred reinforcements from the Pope and the Kingdom of Aragon. Assisting him was the experienced Genoese commander Giovanni Giustiniani, who took charge of the defense. The Byzantine navy, comprising 21 ships, half Greek and half from Italian allies, guarded the chain that stretched across the Golden Horn, a crucial barrier that shielded the northern wall from naval attack. The Byzantines faced insurmountable odds. Outnumbered nearly 10 to 1, they fortified the Theodosian Walls while reallocating their limited manpower to guard critical positions. As Mehmed's forces set up their camp and siege engines, the stage was set for an epic confrontation. When Mehmed's bombards roared to life, their devastating power struck fear into the defenders. Yet, the cannon's slow reload times and inaccuracy allowed the Byzantines to repair their walls under the cover of night. For 2 weeks, this exchange continued, with occasional sallies by Giustiniani's men, who managed to destroy some Ottoman artillery but suffered heavy losses in the process. Mehmed, demonstrating tactical ingenuity, ordered a bold maneuver on April 22nd. Ottoman engineers constructed a road of greased logs over Galata, bypassing the defensive chain at the Golden Horn by dragging ships across land. This audacious move demoralized the Byzantines, forcing them to divert troops from the Theodosian Walls to defend the northern side. Despite their best efforts, the Byzantine fleet attempted to strike back. On April 28th, they launched an attack against the Ottoman ships, now stationed in the Golden Horn. Fire ships were deployed, but the battle ended in disaster for the defenders, as their entire fleet of 21 ships was destroyed. With the Theodosian Walls weakened, Mehmed launched several assaults, but the defenders held their ground. The Janissaries, Mehmed's elite troops, displayed relentless determination, even retrieving their fallen comrades under heavy fire. Yet the walls remained unbreached. In frustration, Mehmed ordered his Serbian miners to dig tunnels and collapse the city's defenses. The Byzantines, however, countermined effectively, neutralizing the threat. Time was running out for the Sultan. The siege was draining his resources, and there was the looming danger of a Christian relief force arriving. Mehmed offered terms of surrender, but Emperor Constantine refused, replying, "To surrender the city is not for me to decide, nor for anyone else of its citizens. We have resolved to die of our own free will without regard for our lives. On the night of May 28th, the defenders, aware of the impending final assault, took their positions on the walls. Constantine himself held the middle section, while Justiniani and his mercenaries manned the Blachernae, the city's northwesternmost wall. Across the battlefield, the entire Ottoman army assembled for the decisive attack. As dawn broke on May 29th, the first waves of Ottoman troops surged forward, Serbian infantry and Azape skirmishers. The defenders fought valiantly, holding their ground, but wave after wave of attackers followed. The Italian mercenaries, hard-pressed and leaderless, after Justiniani was gravely wounded, began to retreat. The Blachernae fell, and the Ottomans poured into the city. In a final gambit, Mehmed unleashed his Janissaries. Fully armored and battle-hardened, they overwhelmed the exhausted defenders. The walls were breached, and chaos erupted as Ottoman forces surged into Constantinople. Emperor Constantine, refusing to flee, rallied his men for one last stand. His final words echoed through the carnage. "God forbid that I should live as an emperor without an empire. As my city falls, I will fall with it. Let those who wish to escape save themselves, and let those ready to face death follow me." Constantine charged into the fray, fighting alongside his loyal retinue until he fell, marking the end of the Byzantine Empire. By sunrise, Constantinople had fallen. Mehmed II, now known as the Conqueror, had secured the crown jewel of his empire and cemented his place in history. For the Christian world, the fall of Constantinople was a devastating blow. It signaled the end of the Eastern Roman Empire and the rise of the Ottomans as a dominant power in the East. The siege of Constantinople not only reshaped the political landscape, but also set the stage for centuries of conflict between the Christian West and the Muslim East. Mehmed's triumph marked the dawn of a new era, but it came at the cost of one of history's greatest empires.